what if laws, like actual laws weren't written down, but like sung?
Right.
What if robot behavior, like all robots, was controlled by melodies and harmonies and things? I mean, it sounds pretty wild, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like science fiction. But that is exactly the kind of world that Al-Akhdar is creating.
Oh, yeah. I know Al-Akhdar's work. They're a Yemeni designer.
Yeah. And this project, it's called the Whispering Qanun. It's like takes this idea and really runs with it.
Yeah. It's fascinating, this whole concept of merging technology and tradition in a way that I haven't really seen before. Like Al-Akhdar is imagining this future Yemen where, those incredible frankincense forests that Yemen is known for.
Yeah.
They're managed by, get this, swarms of these tiny little micro drones.
Okay, so we're talking like full automation here.
Oh, yeah. And, they're super efficient, these drones. But you can imagine, their presence kind of raises some eyebrows.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what about the people whose jobs, were tied to those forests?
And then there's the whole question of control, right? Like who controls these super efficient drones? Who controls the resources?
Yeah, that tension, the one between progress and disruption.
Yeah.
We see that a lot in speculative design. That's kind of the point in a lot of ways, to point these things out, right? So how does the Whispering Qanun address all of that? Like, is it just highlighting the problem?
Right.
Or is there more to it?
Well, it's doing both. It definitely throws the problem out there, makes you think about it. But it also proposes this really interesting solution. A sonic legal code.
Oh, what?
A sonic legal code.
Okay, so like laws written in music.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And this code is broadcast throughout the forest by these, they're called Qanun nodes.
Okay.
Imagine like these futuristic, almost sculptural speakers, but they blend in with the environment,
Yeah.
And they're constantly emitting these soundscapes. And these soundscapes actually directly control what the drones do. Wait. So you're saying these robots are like literally following the law written in music?
Yeah, pretty much. They're, well, maybe not dancing, but definitely responding to the music.
That's wild. How does that even work practically? Like what kind of sound tells a drone to go pick a certain, plant or whatever?
Well, this is where it gets really, really interesting. You see, Al-Akhdar took inspiration from Yemen's, it has this rich history of oral tradition.
Oh, right, of course.
Where laws and stories, all kinds of knowledge were passed down for generations through song and spoken word. And so they basically developed this method of translating those legal and ethical principles into sound. It's like creating a sonic rule book for these robots.
I see. So like, I don't know, maybe a high-pitched sound means go harvest this, and a low drone means stay away.
Exactly. A high-pitched rhythmic sequence could signal the drones to start harvesting, and a low droning tone, like you said, could mark off a protected area. It's all about creating this really intricate language of sound that the drones can understand and respond to.
Wow. So this process, this like artistic process, it raises some interesting questions. Like, could something like this actually work in the real world?
Yeah.
These issues the Whispering Qanun is raising about AI, about how we govern it, well, those are very real.
Absolutely. Right now, our legal systems are already struggling to keep up with how fast technology is changing. So the Whispering Qanun, it's like, it's a provocation, right?
Yeah.
It's saying, hey, think about this. How are we going to govern AI in the future? Can we stick with the old ways, or do we need something totally new?
Something more dynamic, something that can adapt. Yeah. Al-Akhdar's project is like, hey, what if we thought outside the box, or in this case, outside the written word? And, maybe we all need to listen a little more closely to the sounds around us. Anyway, thanks for joining us on Exploring Futures.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Hope this deep dive into the Whispering Qanun left you with, some things to think about. How technology, law, and society, how they're all coming together. And if you found it interesting, share it. Tell your friends. Get them thinking about it too.
Yeah, spread the word.
Thanks again.